Welcome to Top Agent Achievers. Are you ready to hear the success stories and strategies that have propelled agents to the top? Join us as we meet with top producing agents and industry experts to unlock the secrets to real estate success. Meet your host, Ramzi Faraj, a seasoned expert with 3 decades of experience in helping agents achieve more. Let's reach new heights together. See you at the top.
Hey, so it's Ramzi Faraj with Top Agent Achievers. Thanks so much for joining me today. And I'm going to be talking about how to become an AI-powered real estate agent. So I'm part of a group where we're exploring the cutting edge of how to use AI and leverage it, whether you're in the mortgage industry or the real estate industry. And I want to share with you guys some of these top fundamental skills you need to actually not just get bombarded with AI, get confused, and just not even want to deal with it, to really see how it could help you grow your business and improve your daily life. So let's check it out. All right, so I want to first tell you that AI is not going away. The CEO of Google is a pretty smart guy, way smarter than me. I'm assuming he is. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just really lucky, but probably way smarter than me. Okay, he is. He says AI is more important than fire or electricity. Again, than fire or electricity. Now, I don't know about you guys, but those are pretty darn important, right? In fact, we couldn't be having this conversation without electricity. I don't know how electricity works, by the way. I know nothing. It shows you how now I'm not the smartest guy, right? Somehow it's these magic holes in the wall and you plug things in and power comes out. Could I duplicate that if I had a time machine? No, but hey, that's another story. So it's pretty darn important. It's not going away. So you better embrace it or you're going to get left behind, right? And that's what I don't want to happen to you. So there's some fundamental skills to AI. The first fundamental AI skill is called prompt engineering. The prompt is just pretty much the question you're asking the AI in the ChatGPT. I'm going to focus on that particular software. Okay. So the quality of your results is directly tied to your prompts, to how you ask your questions. You need to learn how to talk to AI in a way that gets you the best responses. It's different than searching things for things in Google. In Google, you just ask question after question after question. In prompts with AI, it's a whole fundamental different way. You're actually talking to it like a human. It's more of a conversation. There are 8 key steps to the perfect prompt we're going to go after and go over. So number 1 is define the AI's role. For example, instead of saying act like a real estate agent, say act like a real estate agent from Michigan who focuses on first-time home buyers and building long-term clients who refer other people to me and give me 5-star reviews. You are defining the role so AI knows what its objectives are, okay? Number 2 is provide as much context as possible. The more, the better. So for example, in another campaign, you'll say, hey, it's not just, hey, we're reaching out to past clients to try to get business. It's, hey, we're reaching out to past real estate clients to build value, generate referrals, and get 5-star reviews. I need you to write an email campaign offering an annual real estate value estimate to my past clients, keeping these objectives in mind. That's how you tell AI what you want it to do. Number 3, state the objective or question so it knows its well-defined focus. For example, the goal of this campaign is to book appointments with old leads that are interested in buying a house. Using our automated appointment link is how I want you to set the appointments or to get them to call us. And then you give ChatGPT that background. You're going to give it your link. You're going to give it your phone number so it knows and inserts those into the messages. Provide helpful information. And this is kind of like providing that background information, like your name, like your business name, like your website, like your social media web links. You want to give ChatGPT all that background information. Hey, so here's an example. You're acting as my Google business page expert. Your name is Gary Google. I name my ChatGPTs. I know it's a little weird, but don't judge me, right? I just like to do it because I want to treat it like a human. So if I give it a name, it helps me to do that and remind me to have that conversation. Besides, I'm kind of lonely. So, whatever. I don't have a lot of friends. So, I name my ChatGPTs, okay? I have the mic, so I can do it, and I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable. I'm putting myself out there. Anyways, and you say, hey, your name is Gary Google. My name is Ramzi. My company name is X. My website URL is X. Obviously, not X. It's insert yours. My Google business page is called X. My Facebook page website link is this. My brand colors are this. My conversation style is this. You tell it the background information it's going to need, so it's going to work as your employee in the best possible way. You're going to give it examples also. So let's say you're trying to teach ChatGPT how to write responses to your frequently asked questions to your customers. Well, give it an example of, hey, here's an email interaction I had with a client where they asked me a question and how I responded. and how it went, and it was a perfect conversation. So now it knows what your style is and how to answer the client's questions the way that you like to do it in your style. It'll learn from your conversations and your feedback. And again, here's the key. Your competition is going to get frustrated. They're going to try to use ChatGPT. They're going to get some weird response that doesn't make any sense. They say this doesn't work. This is a waste of time. It's stupid. They're going to quit. You're not going to do that because you're just going to realize that you just have to teach ChatGPT. And once you've taught it, it learns and it never forgets. See, it's kind of like a kid. If you do kids do things the right way immediately? No, they have to learn. Now, the difference is kids don't listen, right? You just want to smack them up. No, I don't condone hitting your kids. I mean, teach their own. But, kids don't listen. But ChatGPT listens and never forgets. It'll learn from its mistakes if you just teach it. You teach it once, it's going to remember it forever. So think about that and how powerful that can be. Number 6 is tell it what kind of response you want. If you want a blog post, tell it, you're writing me a blog post. You're writing me an email. You're writing me a social media post for Facebook. Tell it exactly what it's doing so it knows. And if you do that, you're going to create a content creator who works for you as long as you want, never complains, and always works. If you talk to it like a human and you teach it what you want and give it the proper background. Now, the next thing is to test it and refine. It never forgets, never calls in sick, and never has a bad day. It just works with what you give it. So if you get a funky response, take the output, give it feedback, add it back into the original prompt that you were at, so it learns, and eventually you can replace yourself from doing certain tasks. Now, in order for that to happen, I'll get there in a minute. The step 8 of this is use AI and AI. So if you get stuck and it's not giving you what you need, ask it. Say, hey, ask AI in the chat, what other information do you need from me so that you'll be able to give me the response that I'm looking for? And it will tell you. It would be helpful to know A, B, and C. Well, then you tell it A, B, and C, and then you'll get the response you're looking for. Now, the other key about this is that, you want to start to give prompts that make sense, and it's a skill. So because of that, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see I have some slides with actual examples of different prompts, okay? And you can get those by going to my YouTube channel, Top Agent Achievers. Or if you leave me a review of my podcast and shoot me a text, I'll send you this entire PowerPoint as a bonus for doing that as a thank you, all right? So there's, a few different examples I have in here. I'm not going to go through them on the actual podcast because it'll take too long, but that's what you do. Now, the other thing is, once you have these different chats and you're going to go back to the same chats, it's called prompt stacking. We'll talk about it in a second. You can now go back and say, hey, Marky Marketer, what kind of blog post should I write? What kind of social media post should I do? What are my clients, you think my clients would like to learn from me that will help me to get more business? And because it has all the background of who you are and what you're trying to achieve and your past interactions, it will write all of your content for you and even give you the ideas, which is pretty crazy. So that brings us to the skill number 2. Fundamental skill number 2 is prompt stacking. This is the most important thing. It's going back to the same prompt for the same kind of task. Going back to the same prompt, same conversation for the same kind of task. The reason you do that is because the responses get better and better because it learns from the previous conversations. You end up having an MBA educated employee that works for you and learns from all your previous conversations. But if you go start a new chat every time, that doesn't happen. So you have to go back to the same chat, right? Which is why I name my chats, by the way. It's not weird, right? I just do it. All right. That's why you do that, so that that chat is your employee who's learning and doing that one fundamental skill, or that more focused activity for you. And then you have a different chat for each focused activity that you go back to. Now, the only trick to that, or the issue with that, is it gets kind of confusing. If you look at your ChatGPT on the left-hand side, it will have all your conversations, and every time there's a new one, it pushes the old one further and further down. So it gets hard to find them. Now, you can name them, by the way, by clicking the 3 dots and hitting rename. That's how you name them. But then what you do is, when you're on a specific chat, you click favorites in your browser and save it to like your Google Chrome browser as a favorite. I have a ChatGPT folder, and all my chats are there. So now every chat employee I have, Polly Podcast, Bobby Blogger, Gary Google, all these different chats, I can easily go back to them with one click because they're in my favorites. Guys, this is a huge thing to remember, and it's a huge skill, is save each chat as a favorite so you can get back to it easily. I can't express that enough. There's also a different version of this, or different version of ChatGPT built in, and it's individual chats called, where you explore different chats. We'll get into that in a second. Now, the beauty of all of this is if you are stacking your prompts and using those fundamentals, you can, for example, record a video for social media or YouTube and use that one video to create blog posts, social media posts, and emails in all of your marketing. How do you do that? Well, you get the video transcribed, and you can do that easily on Google, and instructions are in my PowerPoint. Again, go to my YouTube channel, Top Agent Achievers, or just, message me 248-613-9044. I'll send you the PowerPoint, but you're going to go ahead or just Google it, right? Or ChatGPT it. Ask ChatGPT, how do you get transcription of your video? So you get the transcription, which is the words of the video. Also, there's a few tools you can use. One is called Kapwing, Kapwing. Kapwing is very cool because it also will take like your long YouTube videos and cut it up into social media reels for you, like 30-second reels, and make short form content out of long form content. It'll also get you the actual transcription. And then you just use that and then plug it into ChatGPT, the transcription, and then have it write your blog post out of that, your emails, your social media posts. You just tell it what to do. You teach each chat what to do, and then you go back to the same chat every time. Now, there's also specialized chats, like there's DALL-E, it's called DALL-E. That's an image creator. There's PDF readers. There's one to help you with fitness, with homework, with any kind of math. All you do is go to Explore GPTs. You find one you like, you save it again to your favorites, and now you have those are more specialized tools. You don't have to stack prompt those, because you're going to those for only individual repetitive tasks where you don't have to have it remember the past ones. Okay, so that's what you use those Explore GPTs for, but they can be very valuable, so check them out. CapCut, CapCut, is another great tool you might want to check out. And then you would just basically tell ChatGPT how to turn this video into a blog post. Again, I have this in the PowerPoint as far as the step-by-step guide on how to do that. So you'll want to check that out by leaving me a review on the podcast, or just shooting me a text, or going to Top Agent Achievers on YouTube and checking out the actual slides. And it will show you how to do that. And, it'll take care of the hashtags, the SEO. You can make the images for the post. And if you don't know what a blog post is, it's just an article that's online, that's on a website, but the website is just basically articles. And it really helps your website get found. It actually helps your Google business profile also get found. And it just helps you to get found online because, people are searching for these questions, and they're going to find either videos or articles answering the questions. So you want to have YouTube videos ideally and blog post articles. And it used to be, I don't want to write, I'm not a good writer. ChatGPT will write the entire blog post for you. Again, guys, it's not going to be easy at first because nothing ever is. The first time you do it will be scary, but you will muddle through it. You'll get it done. You'll get your blog post written, and it'll get easier and easier the more you do it. And you have ChatGPT, a genius, helping you. And if you don't have a blog post website, just give me a call or text me at 248-613-9044. I can show you how to get one for free if you qualify for that, and I'd be happy to check that out for you. I appreciate you. Hope that makes sense. That's just part one of my series on how to become an AI-powered real estate agent. There's going to be 2 more episodes to stay tuned for. I appreciate you. See you next time. And I hope you guys got a lot of value out of the podcast. Talk to you soon.
That's a wrap on another episode of the Top Agent Achievers Podcast. We're incredibly thankful for your presence and commitment to our shared pursuit of excellence in real estate. If today's episode inspired you, please leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform and share our podcast with anyone in your circle who might also benefit. As a thank you, after leaving a review, shoot a text to Ramsey at 248-613-9044. He's ready to offer you an exclusive bonus resource packed with his latest cutting-edge marketing strategies. Also, if you or anyone you know needs to be pre-approved to buy a home or are considering a refinance, reach out to Ramsey directly at 248-613-9044. Until next time, continue to learn, implement, and achieve. We'll see you at the top.